Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome to YouTube Small Biz Day. I hope you guys been enjoying the day and seeing all the different artisans and all the different products that they have to show. I am excited to be with you guys here today, and thank you for joining me. I am Carmen. I am from Toronto, and I create all of this resin art. I create products that are made for weddings, wedding favors, home decor, original arts, basically whatever you can think of that's made with resin or home decor. I am in it and I create all of that. I also facilitate workshops. So if you haven't been to one of my workshops, stay tuned. Onto my website, it's carlydcollective.ca, and you will be able to check out what's all and up and coming. So let's get started. I wanted to, share with you guys some of the products that I make today. Some of the new stuff, some of the signature products that are super popular, some of my best sellers. First off, I want to introduce you guys to me myself. I'm Carmen, and I'm from Toronto. I started all this basically from when I was going through alcoholic recovery, and I found that it was a great emotional outlet for myself. So I started this business in 2016. It's definitely a passion driven business, and the goal really back in 2016 and still is to give back to the community and also share joy through my work. As you can see, all my work is like pretty colorful. They're floral, they're very light. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about each product. But first, I wanted to share with you, some of the things that I've done. Basically, because I'm such an advocate with mental health and because, I've suffered through it and with alcoholism and going through recovery, one of my biggest goal is to give back to the mental health space. So right now I'm an official partner with the Ontario Shores Foundation located in Whitby, Ontario. And basically they support the mental health hospital, Ontario Shores Mental Health Hospital. And basically we raise funds to, for research, for programs. So my workshops, a lot of that goes to the foundation. So that's some of the stuff that I've done so far, but let's get into it. Let's get into the actual products themselves. So let me start with, the signature coasters. These are the signature ones that are the most popular. I think in 2019, I probably created about over 6,000 of these because we were doing live shows. But anyways, so these are the ones. They look like this. So they have the gold trim. Some of them have the silver trim, right? It really depends on what your decor is. And my whole thing is, not only am I wanting to spread joy to all of you guys through my art and making it pretty and making it, happy looking, I want it to suit your home decor too. So if you're more of a coppery kind of, look and feel in your home decor or bronzy, you can go with the bronze trim. So these are all the coasters that, they fit a typical glass. And some of my best sellers, like I said, I think I made over 6,000, including wedding favors, including doing market shows and online sales. So some of the best pieces here, and they're all customizable. So if you go onto my website, carlydcollective.ca, you will actually be able to see the different types of coasters. This one would be right here. This one's I moss you, like I miss you. But anyways, just very cute play on words just to kind of give you a little giggle when you look at it. Next up is my spring line. It's called Everlast. And basically it's a little tray, right? These are the little trays. And you can put whatever you want in them, little trinkets, earrings, and they all have little butterflies. This is shaped like a mason jar. So it looks kind of like, you got all these butterflies and spring entrapped into this mason jar. So everything is very functional, but also very pretty, very pleasant looking, so that you can look at it and kind of forget about all the bad things that's happening in the world, and have a little happy in your home. These are also coasters. These are more, you can see here, these are personalized. So if you ever want anything that's customized, I do them for weddings. I do them for home decor. All you have to do is go into carlidcollective.ca and go into custom forms and fill in what your wildest vision, fill in what you envision that you want, and basically I will get it over to you and make it happen. I do have a question. So we're going to take a quick second.
Mark wants to know what are the coasters made of and how long does it take to make each one?
Yes, so these coasters are all made out of resin. I am a resin artist, so majority of my work is made out of resin. Resin is actually, I'll talk a little bit about it, and we're gonna get all into like the nitty gritties and the sparkles of it and the glitter. So resin is actually a liquid. It starts off being two parts, so one part hardener, one part resin, and basically it's an epoxy. Once you mix it, you pour it into your mold and it cures, it turns into rock solid plastic. Okay. So that is what resin is. It takes about, I would say, a total of 3 to 5 days, because it does take 72 hours for the resin to be fully cured, right? To be completely hard. So I don't want anything being shipped out or sold to my customers that are wobbly or a little bit soft. So yeah, 3 to 5 days is typically what it looks like. So I hope that answers your question, Mark. Thank you. So as I was mentioning, we have the Everlast Flower Spring Collection. And the second newest collection that actually came out in May of this year is dedicated to my daughter. It's called the Stasia collection. Basically, it's a soft, muted color palette to resemble her youth and innocence. And, we all have our inner child and, child at heart. And, that being fearless and resilient when you're a child. So I hope that, you can absorb that vibe when you have these pieces in your home. What does it look like? So this is a little container. It's actually, you can split it up to make it as high as you need it to be, or as short as you need it to be. Okay. So basically, you can put whatever in here. Like I have my mascara in here. I also have some stationery, pens, and pencils. So it really depends on what you want to use it for. Again, all my home decors are all multifunctional. So, I mean, it's definitely good to have something colorful and useful at the same time. This is a little poster holder, very similar to this one, right? You can keep all your coasters in one area, kind of like that. These are my other ones that some of the other best sellers. These are the colors. So you can see they're all customizable. And yeah, you can go into carlidcollective.ca under custom forms, or you can go into carlidcollective.ca under resin coasters, and you'll be able to find all the different colors as well as the new collections. And I think we're going to take a quick second to see if there are any questions.
So one is from Gospel, and she wants to know, can you explain why you're offering those DIY kits?
Absolutely. That's such a great question, Gospel. Basically, I started offering the DIY kits when COVID started. A lot of people were going through, a tough time, and it's almost like a mental break for them, right? To actually sit down, do something for themselves. During that time, I was running workshops for mental health wellness as well. So, girls' nights would come together. I would ship them the boxes. They would have a little bit of a girls' night. They would have wine. And as you can see here in all my boxes, I include a little bit of a treat. So it's kind of like a happy birthday feeling. Even if it's not your birthday, or like a Merry Christmas feeling. So you get your project, and then you get a cute snack to go with your food. What I've done too is some of these boxes were donated to kids who may not be able to afford all the different types of activities during COVID as well. So we've donated some of those. So the boxes actually came up, through you through a tough time, but it really, really shined. And, a lot of people, after they make their pieces, they're like, okay, all right, I can do this, right? It's almost like an empowerment and self-love kind of feel too. So thanks for asking that question.
Second question, and they suggest that you repeat the question before answering it.
Oh, that's right.
Is, do you have a plan before creating your posters, or do you just create and see what comes out?
So one of the question is, do I have a plan for creating my before creating my coasters, or do I just create them? So that was the question. I do, most of the time I do have a plan. For example, the Stasia collection, which is dedicated to my daughter, it has all the muted all the muted pastels with the gold flakes. So this color scheme actually came up, and I planned it based on, inspiration from my daughter. And then these ones, it was very obvious. Springtime, you got the dry florals, you got the butterflies in a little mason jar. So I do plan my collections. And then in terms of colors for, the coasters, all of them have different shapes. So I do plan my shapes as well. So to answer your question, I do plan most of my pieces just to make sure that they align with, what I believe in and what my customers are looking for as well. So if there are no further questions, I am going to hop right into the DIY portion. So I'm going to do a really quick live demo. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to get our glitters ready. We're going to get all the fun things. And really quickly, I'm going to talk a little bit about the project box first. So these are the DIY kits that came out in early 2000. Again, the intention is to give the person who is creating this the empowerment to empower them to do things that are completely either out of their comfort zone. Resin is very intimidating when you hear it because it's liquid and then it turns into solid. Like, what do I do with it? So it's a sense of empowerment that I really want to relay to my customers, as well. Time well spent creating and having that mental break for your mental health. So that's kind of the background for the project boxes. You can find this at carlid.ca, carlidcollective.ca, and under creative boxes. You will see resin. There's an art lovers one, and then there's a slew of many more that's to come. So keep your eyes peeled, and don't forget, you do get 20% off from being on the site on this live with me. So it's Small Biz Day 20, and I'll give you 20% off. So let's get right into it. I have some pre-mixed resin here. Okay, some glitter, obviously, because who doesn't want glitter? So in this box, it comes with the coaster, the silicone molds. Okay, it comes with the resin. I'm going to give you guys a little placemat, right? What does this do? It covers your surface so that you don't dirty your precious table. You get your snack, and then you get everything in here to create your very own, your measuring cup, some other colors, stir sticks, and if you have long hair, I included a hair tie just to get it out of your face. Okay, so let's get started. In the essence of time, I already have this mixed. So it comes out clear, right? Kind of like sticky, slimy looking. And then you can just choose your colors from the palettes that's included. Go ahead and add your glitter, do your mixing. And this is like a very speed up version of what you would do here. But don't worry, there is a full comprehensive guide that comes with it. So I will never leave you guys hanging. And I want you guys to come out on top with really nice coasters. So all you have to do is once you mix it, you would obviously have this on a flat surface, but I wanted to show you guys. And you just pour it in. Pour it in. Okay. Maybe put some embellishments in there, let it sit. And basically that's what, you end up with. And so in the essence of time, I already have one that's made. So after you do the whole thing, you will get something like this. I'm actually going to zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see the little glitters. Each of them comes with a little flower, comes with, each box comes with gold flakes, a little sticker that, is a happy saying, and then either a pearl embellishment or, other glitter embellishments. So this is what you can make with the box. And trust me, you can do it. Okay, so that's kind of it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I think there is one more question.
Are the kits recommended for kids to do, or would you recommend to only adults?
Are these kits recommended for kids to do, or would you recommend only adults? So that's a great question. These kits are recommended for kids 10 years of age and up, and with adult supervision. So I've facilitated workshops for 10-year-old birthday parties for 10-year-old girls, and they've done the resin before, but there is always adult supervision. It doesn't necessarily get too messy, but it's just more for the adult to observe what they're doing. And so that kind of gives you that cute family time as well. So I would suggest if it's a child or person from 10 to I would say 13 years old, I would recommend adult supervision. Anywhere under 10 years old, I would not recommend the kit because it does require instructions following and stuff. But if you want to do it and have your under 10-year-old child kind of observe you doing it and do it together, that's fine as well. That's a great question. Thank you so much. And do we have any other questions?
Do you lay anything down, or does it clean up easily?
So you could lay down parchment paper. Oh, sorry about that. I'm going to repeat the question again. Should you lay anything down, for example, newspapers? And so resin is kind of sticky, but I've included a cleaning agent in the kit as well. It's rubbing alcohol. So if the resin gets on your skin, I also included paper towel. So grab some paper towel, wipe it right off, rinse your hand with soap and water, and you're all good to go. In terms of covering your surface, I've included one piece of the silicone mat. Okay. But if you want extra protection, newspaper is fine. I would highly recommend something that's a little bit more non-permeable. So, plastic tablecloth, parchment paper. I swear by parchment paper. I have rolls upon rolls upon rolls of those because I use it for everything, and because they don't, leak or seep through. So you can use that as extra protection, but it does come with a silicone mat. And with resin, all you have to do is leave it. And once it cures, it peels right off, right? It's kind of like glue or a piece of plastic. Once this cures, and let's say some of it gets onto this mat, you just have to peel it right off. So it's fun. It's definitely something that, hard to get into, but that's why these kits come with everything so that you don't have to worry about it. Are there any other questions? All right. So it's been so fun. Thank you guys so much for being with me today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and learned a little bit about resin, and make sure to subscribe and also follow me on Instagram at Carli Paintings. As well, check out my website, www.carlidcollective.ca. And don't forget, today I am doing a promo code for 20% off site-wide, Small Biz Day 20. Small Biz Live 20. It's in the chat. I have my assistant, my cute husband, my handsome husband, and now he's blushing, to help me too today. So thank you guys so much. And thank you, YouTube, for putting this together. I will see you guys soon. Bye.